Am I the asshole for telling my mother-in-law that if she continues to speak badly about me, she does not get to see her grandson anymore? My husband and I were married for 6 years. Unfortunately, a couple months ago, my husband did pass away from health complications. And ever since my husband passed away, it seems like my mother-in-law just has it for me. She's continuously talking really badly about me to literally everyone. Back when my husband and I were dating, my mother-in-law was extremely rude to me. Anytime I would go over to have dinner with their family, she would always lay a plate out for literally everyone, even my husband's brother's wife, except for me. She would always tell me that I have to serve myself and that I should never expect for her to do anything for me. Also, when my husband and I were dating, I unfortunately had to go to the emergency room. My husband was really far, as in another state, for work, so he couldn't even be there with me. He called his mom to ask her if there was any way that she could be there for me because I was by myself. And this lady literally said, "She is not my daughter. She is not my responsibility. I'm not going to be there for her." So then I got pregnant with our son, and unfortunately, we had to move in with my mother-in-law because my husband was working so much and I had no family. I only had my mother-in-law to actually help me, or try to help me in a way. But in reality, all that she did was limit my meals when I was pregnant. My mother-in-law decided that she wanted to lock the fridge and also the pantry, so I had no access to any food. She would leave some food out like she's leaving it out for a toddler. It wasn't even enough to fill me while I was pregnant. I honestly let all that shit go for my husband because at the time he was very sick. He was ill and I was pregnant, so I didn't want to bring any more issues to my husband. So I finally decided that I just wanted to sit down and talk to my husband because if anything were to happen to him, I wanted to make sure that I had someone there. And I really, really wanted to get along with my mother-in-law. My husband sat down and talked to my mother-in-law and asked her to please stop with all the pettiness, that at the end of the day, I had no one else but her. And if anything happened to him, then I would be alone. And so for a little bit, she was actually doing well until my husband passed away. And all of a sudden, I was like a villain in her eyes, and she would tell literally everyone that she could. My mother-in-law told my mother, my sister, her family, because they all called me, and even everyone at church, because we go to the same church, she told them that I would physically hurt her, that I would do something to her when I would get mad or frustrated, which, mind you, never happened. And she also told everyone that I cheated on my husband and that my son could possibly not be his, which is not true. I finally decided to put my foot down. My husband is not here. I am by myself. I don't need to put up with this shit anymore. I told her that if she did not stop, I would not allow her to see my son anymore. Now my mother-in-law is trying to sue me to get custody of my son. So not only might, because I don't think it's going to happen, not only might I have my son be taken away from me, but I also lost my husband, and now I'm dealing with all of this shit thanks to my mother-in-law.